Thanks for joining us. I'm Melissa Mahadeo. This morning, Tropical Storm Philippe is causing a bit of trouble for South Florida. Tower cam capturing a tornado touching down in West Palm Beach.
And right now the storm is making landfall over the southern tip of Florida. It's knocking out power for hundreds of people, and it's expected to bring high winds and rain to parts of eastern New York and New England later today and tomorrow.
Let's get right over to meteorologist Jason Adams. He's tracking this storm for us. So the big question is, Jason, how's the Bay Area faring? Jason, thanks. Well, happening right now, Treasure Island police are on the lookout for a drive-by shooter who shot at multiple things, including an Uber car driver and a person.
That's right. People walking on Treasure Island and St. Pete Beach are really concerned about their security this morning. ABC Action News reporter Ashley Yor has the story.
That was Ashley Yor reporting. If you have any idea who that shooter is, you are asked to contact police. A baby shower is interrupted in Sarasota by gunfire. Officials now on the lookout for 3 men who approached the home and then fired multiple shots aimed at one person. We know that victim is critically injured. No word on the suspect's whereabouts, though, at this time. Also this morning, a motorcycle driver is recovering following an accident that shut down West Hillsborough Avenue for about a quarter of a mile. The motorcycle and car initially collided, sending that rider into the air. Fortunately, he survived. Officials say the car zoomed through a gas station as well, even hitting a pole. The driver of that car then ran away. A forensic team is investigating this crash. Good morning, just before 6:25, and we want to know, would you be willing to pay more for hit movies and less for those flops? That's what one movie theater company is planning for right now. Regal Cinemas says it's testing out dynamic pricing in 2018. Here's how it works. It will charge you more for successful movies and less for those not so successful ones. The hope is it will boost attendance numbers. Now, Regal has 4 theaters in our area, but it's not clear yet which ones will test out that pricing option. Some sweet news now is St. Joseph's newborns are going to be extra cozy for Halloween because local volunteers are outfitting them with these adorable hats. Volunteers with Paula's Project crochet designs ranging from monsters to pumpkins, as you see, to ghouls and ghosts. Paula McDonald, a former labor and delivery nurse, started this project. She passed away last year, but the team hopes that one day they will be able to provide a handmade hat to each and every baby born at St. Joseph's. We hope so. A consumer alert for you this morning, and you are gonna love this one. If you are one of the millions who sprung for Apple's fancy new iPhone 10, then make sure you invest in a case and a screen protector. Repairs are going to cost you more than they did for the previous iPhones. According to Apple's website, fixing a broken screen on that phone, the iPhone 10, will set you back $275. That's an additional $100 compared to what it is right now. By the way, in case you haven't heard, the iPhone 10 is Apple's most expensive iPhone ever. Stories like this one, though, they touch our hearts. 8-year-old Jaden White, take a look, is getting the ultimate gift for Halloween, a new wheelchair inspired by the Disney film Wreck-It Ralph. How cool is that? The California girl suffers from cerebral palsy. She applied to a nonprofit that builds wheelchairs, and they chose her application. This is even better because a local high school's advanced 3D art class designed that for her, and it looks great. A bit of a blast from the past here, because get this, Hurricane Irma's force may have inadvertently helped researchers learn more about Florida's past. After the storm, archaeologists on Marco Island found artifacts from the Calusa tribe dating back thousands of years. Experts believe when Irma made landfall, it uprooted trees, concealing tools and pieces of pottery. All of those artifacts will, of course, be put in a museum. How cool is that?
That is very cool.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
All right, time to return to reality because flu season is approaching quickly, but there is a new app that might help keep you and your family healthy.
Yeah, guys, listen to this.
Jason, thanks. Caught on camera now. You can't clearly see who's behind the wheel over there, but Milwaukee police tell us it's a pregnant woman heading out for a joyride in, a stolen snowplow. She is seen driving through the busy parking lot. Luckily, a quick-thinking security guard stopped her from getting too far, but the pregnant woman told police that she took cocaine and heroin 2 hours before she stole that truck. Joining us now is Sherry Castle, the Fresh Market's culinary expert. And, you know, I'm looking at this pumpkin. I'm already getting hungry because To me, pumpkin is actually one of my favorite dishes. In the meantime, it seems tourism in Vegas has already bounced back. Casino mogul Steve Wynn told his investors his properties have not seen a noticeable difference since that tragic shooting. In fact, profits at the Wynn resorts topped Wall Street expectations. Competing casinos Las Vegas Sands and Boyd Gaming also say tourism there remains strong. To Pasco County now, where deputies arrested a 13-year-old girl for reportedly making threats against 3 different schools, all of this online. Police say the 8th grader attends Gulf Middle School. She reportedly made threats to kill there at Gulf High and at River Ridge High School. A touching tribute to a 3-year-old boy who died mysteriously last week. Amari Harley first disappeared last Sunday. Hours later, police found his body at the bottom of an underground septic tank in a Jacksonville park. Jacksonville artist Edward Roundtree painted that Harley's coffin for his funeral this weekend. Now, Roundtree says he's been painting since 1984, but this is the very first time he has painted a casket. This is one of those only in Florida stories. None with the chainsaw pale ale. Yep, it was inspired by the images of the sister slicing through the debris. Due South Brewing Company released None with a Chainsaw on Friday, on draft and in 16-ounce cans. Only in Florida.
That woman deserves a beer named after her.
She's working really hard there. I don't think I would have been able to start slicing through with that chainsaw.
And again, she was one of the highlights that came out of Irma.
Yeah.
That made people smile, it made people laugh, and now she's being honored, like you said,
good for her,
with a beer.
8:40 now, and Tampa Bay's newest luxury condominium tower is officially breaking ground. The 24-story Virage Bayshore will be built on the former Colonnade restaurant, and this virtual reality tour is giving us a glimpse of just how glamorous these condos are going to be. So take a good look. 60% of the tower's 71 units already reserved, totaling $75 million in pre-sales. The developers say most of the buyers are from South Tampa. The condos are priced between $1 million and $5 million, ranging in size from 2,400 to 3,300 square feet. The 2 top floor penthouses, though, are quite a bit larger. Those are already pre-sold for $5 million each, just $5 million. Welcome back. Well, starting this week, parents have a new place to take their children in case of an emergency. Brandon Regional Hospital will open up their pediatric ER tomorrow. Last year, the hospital ER helped more than 92,000 pediatric patients. Officials say creating services dedicated to just children can help put parents' minds at ease. The ER opens tomorrow morning at 7, and it will feature a no-cry zone policy, which focuses on keeping those kids happy and pain-free during their visits. Let's return to that question now. If a mall doesn't call itself a mall, would you be more willing to shop there? I don't know.
Well, one place that comes to mind here in the Bay Area, West Shore Plaza, which doesn't have the word mall in it, but we all know it's a shopping mall.
Yeah, it's apparently a new strategy they're trying out to get you back to the mall. About 20% of malls since 2014 have changed their name to drop the word mall from the official title. Think about it. That's according to a new study from the investment management company Jones Lang LaSalle. Companies are replacing the word mall with words like town center and shops.
That's because they're trying to become more of a destination rather than just being known for shopping. And now I'm thinking of all the places that I go to shop.
It's true.
And it is so true.
I think it might be working on me. A reminder, today is your last day to enjoy some fun rides and games. The Hillsborough County Fair ends tonight. The events today include a Harvest Baby Parade and, of course, the pig race. All of that fun kicks back off at 10 this morning. All right, perhaps it's the typically warm weather, the beaches, maybe the sun, whatever the reason, Floridians are fairly happy.
Yeah, those sounded like pretty terrible things up there. Okay, at least National Geographic says so. The travel magazine released its happiest cities in the United States, and 2 Florida cities are in the top 15. Excellent. Naples comes in as 11 as one of the wealthiest metro areas in the country. And Sarasota, Bradenton came in at 14. The article cites attractions like art galleries, rose gardens, and circus exhibits. And if you're wondering, Boulder, Colorado nabbed the top spot. Boulder wins a lot of things.
Yeah,
I've noticed.
But I'll tell you what, I have said many times the reason I moved back to Florida is because I'm just happy here. There's something about the sun and the sand that makes you happy.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm all about Florida, guys. All right, still ahead, small parks are popping up in parking spaces this weekend.